Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing the tag which is starting to run about at the moment, which is if I could only keep one. So if you haven't seen one of these videos before, we're going to go through every makeup category and imagine I am only allowed to keep one item from each category. So one foundation, one primer, one bronzer, etc, etc. Which one am I going to keep? And why? I first saw this on Puffin's Wife channel, which is one of my all-time favourite channels. Mel did this, and yeah, a lot of ours, some of ours were the same. Were they? Maybe only one, maybe only one. It's one of my all-time favourite YouTubers. I love her. If you haven't seen her channel, go immediately to check it out. You will love her. She's amazing, really beautiful, has access to every product immediately that it comes out, because I think she now works at Sephora, used to be a MAC girl. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. I just want to say that most of these I found so easy. There was a couple that were hard, but most of them pretty easy. This is one of the easiest ones. Primer, boom, Fenty. I've said it 100 times, love this primer. Wear it like pretty much every single day. It's almost run out, and I'm like starting to panic use other primers. I don't know if I think there's some kind of Fenty shortage so that I have to like not use it now that it's running low, but that's how scared I am of it running out. It's smoothing, it feels nice, it's pleasant to put on. I feel like it's fairly hydrating without it being liquidy. It feels nice on the skin, it gives me a perfect base. There's very few foundations that don't like it. The only one really is the Marc Jacobs Shameless that I have found. It smells nice, feels nice. It's my foundation on in place all day. What else do you want? Foundation was the hardest category for me because I have lots that I am obsessed with, that I love. But when I was thinking about if I had to keep one, so it has to do everything for me, it was going to be the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I love my kind of lighter coverage, luminous, but then like dewy foundations. But then I'm like, what if I was going to an event? I needed it to stay on all day long. Those aren't very long wearing. And then I love my full coverage, full beat, but most of those don't photograph under flash photography very well. And they can be just too heavy for every day. So if I had to wear one for the rest of my life, every occasion, I feel like it's going to be this one because it's the most suitable for every single type of day. So, you know, you can go in with a beauty blender and have a medium coverage. You can build it up with a brush to get a full coverage. It covers everything. It's very smoothing, but it still looks very natural on the skin. It gives me luminosity, but not dewiness, but you can kind of add to it, you know. I like to use it with my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter for extra dew. You can put some highlighter on if you want it even more dewy or luminous. I feel like you can mattify it very easily with powder. It's long wearing. So for me, all around, if I was gonna have one foundation only, I would go with this. It's also a really nice shade match, which is the shade Punjab, and you have really good range to choose from as well. So I'd go with this one. Concealer, it was pretty easy for me. I've been loving the Makeup Revolution concealer. This is the Conceal and Define in C5. It's an all-around concealer. It is just the best one I have, and the one that works the best under my eyes. It's the nicest shade. It gives me full coverage. It only slightly creases throughout the day, slightly, but less than any other concealer I have tried, and especially one that is as high coverage as this one. It lasts, it doesn't flash back, it doesn't like, not like any of my foundations. Don't have anything bad to say. It is £4. Setting powder, very easy for me. Patrick Starrr by MAC, best powder I have ever used. Feels like nothing, doesn't look powdery, no flashback, really flattering shade or like tone to the skin that it gives you. Just have no problems with it. Doesn't dry out my under eye area. I do, however, need MAC to immediately get into contact with me about what their plans are for when I run out of this, because I'm pretty sure it must be limited edition. We know that he's coming out with further product launches, so maybe they'll bring this back at each one, in which case I'm going to get 47 of these. Contour stick, going back to Makeup Revolution in the shade F14. So this is the Fast Base foundation stick. I've got this contour on today. It is the perfect contour shade, really nice and cool toned, really easy to use. Blends out amazingly, so despite the fact that it obviously is that it's so dark for my skin tone, because it blends like an absolute dream, I don't have any issues with it at all, and it is just the perfect size and shape, and that is £5. Where can you go wrong with that? Bronzer. Again, an easy one, although I only recently purchased this. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, and I have barely reached for another bronzer. I love bronzers, I have loads of them. I also generally love luminous glowing bronzers, which this obviously isn't. It is a matte bronzer, but I barely used another bronzer since I picked this up. It's silky, it's soft, it goes on so nicely, it looks so natural, but you can build it up. It's not too warm toned. Someone's gonna knock on my door. Shit myself. Blush was another really hard category for me because I have so many, and the thought of having to only keep one, not a good thought. But ultimately it was a simple choice, and I went with MAC's Warm Soul just because if I could only keep one, this goes with every makeup look ever. It is just so flattering, so universal, gorgeous luminosity. It's just a hint of peach, of something on the cheeks, so natural, such a gorgeous luminous finish, and it's gonna go with every single look, day or night, for the rest of your life. Like makeup spray, setting spray, spray category, not even a question. Do I even need to say anything? It's the only real setting spray. I never really use like an actual setting spray to add longevity. I just use this. Every single time I do my makeup, I use this. Every single time. It just settles everything in, finishes it off, makes everything melt together and just look really finished. I dribbled. I'm sorry. Highlighter, a phenomenally easy decision for me, and that is the Amrezy. My favourite highlighter I've ever used of all time. I love the formula, I love the shade, I love how natural it can be, I love the fact that it is wet and dewy rather than shimmery or glittery. Who thought when they heard that Amrezy and Anastasia were coming out with a highlight that it wasn't going to be alien, blinding glitter, like in your face from Scotland, you can see it. Like, who thought it wasn't going to be that? I didn't think I was going to want it. And then it doesn't add texture, it's smooth, it's glossy, it's natural. Unless obviously you can build it up to be crazy, you can use Fix Plus to make it even crazier. But who thought it was going to be so wearable for so many people? Not me, not me. Eyeshadow palette, again, very, very easy, although it is very, very new. Soft Glam. Overnight, I mean, as soon as I saw this, I knew it was going to be my favourite eyeshadow palette of all time. It's literally me in a palette. All of my favourite tones, all of my favourite shades. Just, I mean, if you had to, you wouldn't even get bored. If you had to use that every day for the rest of your life, I wouldn't even get bored. It's got everything. Brow bone highlight, liner colour, black and deep brown, a rich chocolatey brown, a cool toned brown. It's got 5 different shimmer shades for me to choose from. What more am I going to need? I don't even, in fact, we can do it now. Get rid of all the others. Gone too far. Liner was very easy for me, always going to be the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. This taught me how to do wing liner. I don't do it very often, but if I do, this just does it for me essentially. I could never do it before, was scared of it, couldn't do it, looked horrendous. Bought this, perfect wing liner every time. Without a doubt, this for life. It's also lasted me a really long time, so it's got a decent amount of product. Brow product, gotta be the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I have mine in medium brown. I'm not good at doing my brows. I know, you don't need to go on about it. This does make it really easy for me to do hair strokes, outline my brow. Go away, traffic. So busy today. My Monsieur Big will probably forever have my heart and just edge it on the mascara category, but thinking about only keeping one, I went with the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. I know that some people hate this, but I love it. I've got it on today. And the reason this edged it over the Monsieur Big is that it can do my lower lashes. They are so easy to do because of the tiny little brush. So small that it can get right in there. I feel like I touch my lid less often with this, which is a real problem for me because I have really long lashes. Love the packaging, it's so good. And I guess if I had to keep only one of everything, it must be like the end of the world or something. Armageddon has come. And so it's like a weapon as well. So, you know, it is really multitasking. So last but not least, lip products. The lip combo I have on today, which is MAC's Honeylove, which is just a really inoffensive nude. It is a matte, so again, it gives you the options. You can wear it matte or you can put a gloss on top of it. And again, it's just gonna go with everything. It's never gonna be too shouty. It's never gonna fight or compete with the rest of your makeup. So if you're keeping one, then I would go with this one. It's just gonna go with everything. Lip liner, again, MAC, sorry for the MAC haters, but this is the shade Stone, and I just feel like, again, so versatile. I feel like it goes with a lot of shades. Obviously it works with nudes. You can use it with deeper shades because it can really be quite deep. I also use it with other like cool tones, sort of mauve, lipsticks as well, because it works really nicely with that, because it's got a sort of almost an undertone of like a sort of taupey undertone, I guess, because it is that cool tone. So it really does go with a lot of shades that aren't just nude or brown. Again, a MAC liquid lipstick, my absolute fave of all time, which is MAC's Softly Rockin, which I believe is limited edition, and I don't understand why. It's my favorite ever liquid lipstick. It's this gorgeous peach, subtle. It is supposed to be a metallic retro matte. However, it just looks glossy. It isn't a really crazy metallic. It is just looks like a glossy liquid lip, which looks much less dry on my lips than most liquid lips. It's very, very comfortable. It's very, very flattering. It goes with lots of looks. It lasts all day and it never flakes. It never dries my lips out. I love it. So there you have it. If I'm ever in the position where I am forced to give up all my makeup apart from one from each category, these are the things that I will keep. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe before you go so I can see you again. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.